My 4-year-old has been asking me almost every day, how many more days until the end of this planet? And the way my anxiety is set up, like, what? And kids are intuitive, so let's get to the bottom of this. Let's go ask him. You'll be asking me about this planet every day?
How many more days is the planet over?
What does that mean, that the planet is over?
It's the end of the planet.
It's gonna happen when it's the end of the planet.
We're gonna go to heaven.
Think that's gonna happen soon?
Yes.
You not scared of that?
No, I don't think so. Not usually. I've been there before.
You been where?
To heaven, because God was still making me.
So you ain't scared to go back?
No.
Well, Jack, I don't know how many more days until the end of the planet. Nobody knows how many more days until the end of the planet.
That's what my daddy said.
Only God knows.
Do I have God's phone number?
You ask me that every day. Don't have a phone? He don't need a phone.
You cannot call anybody without a phone or an iPad.
Little dude was in the spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? Very spiritual. You know his spirit and a whole lot of the things that he was saying. Obviously his spirit doesn't vibe with this place, man. You know what I'm saying? And he feels it. He can feel it, man. You know what I'm saying? For a child, he can feel it. The end of the planet, because she asked him, is that going to happen soon? And he said yes, So she's trying to understand what he's talking about when he says, and of course, we get it, he's probably talking about going to the spirit realm with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Which obviously he understands reincarnation. You know what I'm saying? Because he said he's been there before. He didn't understand it fully, but that's what that was going into. But the end of this kingdom, man. He said the end of the planet, but it's not the end of the planet. You know what I'm saying? Of course, scripture's going to that, which we're gonna get into it. But I thought this was a very interesting video. This little kid was highly in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? He's tired of this place, and he's ready to go to heaven. And heaven is on the way, man. Our big brother Yahushua is about to return and take these devils down, take this current kingdom down, because that's the point that we're at in the movie, man, in this story, And I think I'm going to entitle this "The End of All Things is at Hand," man, which the scriptures go into that. Matter of fact, since I said that, let's get that in what is that in 2 Peter? Let's get that in 2 Peter real quick. 2 Peter, chapter, is it 2 Peter? No, it's 1 Peter, Salaki. 1 Peter chapter 4. Wow, went to Genesis. This phone be tripping, man. Let's get 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 7, and it reads, "But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer," man. Yeah, the end of all things is at hand. And that's not talking about all things as, a person would take all things. It's talking about all things consistent of this planet, of this continued of this current rulership, under these devils, man, the Edomites, So the end of all things that consist of this place we're at, we're at the end of this devil's rulership, his reign on the earth, man. You know what I'm saying? It says, "Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer." Sober, you gotta understand what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You should be filtering the things that are going on in the world into, through the prophecies, in the scriptures, which is the Bible is the ultimate measuring tool. Being sober and watching unto prayer, praying without ceasing, like the scriptures say. So, little man was in the spirit, he's ready for the end of the planet, which is not going to be the end of the planet, but it's going to be the end of this current rulership, which is oppressing him and giving him so much grief, being here. His spirit doesn't vibe with this place. He don't like it here. You know what I'm saying? And, the end of Esau's reign and rulership, man. So let's real quick, let's just get into this real quick. Because we're definitely at the end of this place, and you can feel it. You can see it. This 2nd Ezra chapter 6. I'm just going to get to the point in verse 9. Okay, it's not going to let me. Let's do this real quick. That's what it makes me do. Salakia, y'all. 2nd Ezra chapter 6. And we're going to get to the point in verse 9. And it reads, "For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth." So Esau is the end of the world. Now, of course, he said the end of the planet. When the average Christian or unlearned hear these things or read these type of precepts or scriptures, they think it means the end of the actual end of the planet. That's Christians. And you heard the mom; she's scared as hell. You're not. That don't scare you. Listen to Christians, man. Christians are through. They all act like they want to go to heaven, but none of them want to go to heaven because they think you gotta die to go there, man. That's not what it's talking about. But we're gonna get into it. This 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. "For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth." And we'll deal with that whole end of the world thing. It's not talking about the end of the earth. So we'll deal with that. And because the little man said end of the planet, so it's not going to be the end of the planet. So real quick, let's go to Ecclesiastes, the 1st chapter, in verse 4, and it reads, "One generation passeth away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever." So the earth or the planet is not going to go away, man. You know what I'm saying? The earth abideth forever. So if the earth abideth forever, when we just read in 2nd Ezra 6 and 9, it says Esau is the end of the world. So what is that talking about then? Well, first of all, you have to understand when the scriptures say world, speak of the word world, there's 3 worlds in the Greek, man. You have cosmos, you have ion, and then you have oikomene, which cosmos is talking about the Israelites, that heavenly arrangement of the Lord, of the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, which is his people, and then you have an ion, which is a time period or period of time or an age, and then you have oikomene, which is the inhabited earth. So real quick, let's get the one in Matthew, the 24th chapter, and verse 3. Because we just read in 2nd Ezra 6 and 9 that Esau is the end of the world. So this is Matthew 24 and verse 3, and it says, "And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world?" Because when our big brother Yahushai returns, that's going to be the end of these devils' world, man. Their rulership, their reign. Because when he returns, he's coming to take the kingdom, like the scriptures say in Daniel the 7th chapter. The saints shall take the kingdom, and that begins and starts with our big brother Yahushai. He's coming back to judge and make war, man. And it says upon his head were many crowns, man. Those crown represents these rulerships, the current rulership on the left hand of these heathen nations, man. Beginning starting with Esau, man. You know what I'm saying? And join heir these other nations that's in joint heir with him, in league with him. Going back to Psalms 83. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to return to judge and make war, and he's going to take these devils down. And those many crowns is synonymous with in Revelations the 19th chapter is synonymous with Daniel the 7th chapter, around verse 9, when it says, "I beheld till the thrones were cast down." Those thrones, which represent rulerships, are synonymous with the crowns, which represent rulerships, which is talking about when he returns, he's coming to take these devils down because they're the current rulers. So it says that And what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? So there it is again, the end of the world, because Esau is the end of the world. We just read that in 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. But Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So when you go into this word, let's just go into this word real quick. When you go into this word world, it's G165 and it's Ion. So I'm going to let this devil say it.
Strong's G165, Ion. Ion.
So it's Ion. And when you go down into the outline of biblical usage, it says forever and an unbroken age, perpetuity of time, eternity, the world's universe. But here's the point right here. A period of time or time period or age. You know what I'm saying? So this is the end of his period of time, his time period to rule the earth, his age. You know what I'm saying? To rule the earth. That's what that's going into. So it's not the end of the world. It's the end of this devil's age or period of time to rule. You know? As a matter of fact, when you read in Yahushua says it, he breaks that down very clearly in what's that, Matthew? Let's get that real quick in Matthew, the 13th chapter. It's Matthew 13, and we're going to drop down to verse 40. Red letters, Yahushua speaking. And it reads, as therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire, so shall it be in the end of this world. This world. You know what I'm saying? It didn't say the world. It says this world. You know what I'm saying? So, and when you, as a matter of fact, when you go into that word, guarantee it's going to be the same Ion, same word. Yep, G165, Ion. You know, and it's again, it says, there it is right there, a period of time and age. So the end of this devil's period of time, that's the world or this world. It's talking about Esau's current rulership, man, because when you read in Job, the 9th chapter, in verse 24, it reads, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So the earth has been given. They ain't did nothing special. The Lord gave it to them into the hand or power of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof, if not, wherein who is he? So that's why these devils have been able to do the things that they've done in the earth. You know, they're running everything. They're ruling everything. You know, they're controlling everything, the money, the food, you know, the resources, the air we breathe, everything. And they're contaminating and poisoning everything. You know what I'm saying? Because their agenda is to take out the nation of Israel if possible. But it's not possible. But, you know, you get the point. So the earth has been given into their power, man, you know. And we know who the wicked is. As a matter of fact, let's just get it pursuant to Malachi, the 1st chapter, and verse 4. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahweh Shai of armies, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord Yahweh Shai hath indignation forever. So they're the border of wickedness. These people are the wicked that the Bible talks about. Everywhere they go, you know, when it says the border of wickedness, they go, they establish themselves, set up a wickedness and establish and push forth wickedness wherever they go, man. You know, and of course, going back to 2nd Ezra 6 and 9, it says Esau is the end of the world, but Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. You know, and that's dealing with the two blessings that were given by Isaac. When you read in Hebrews, the 11th chapter, and verse 20, and it reads, by faith, Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau concerning things to come. So there were two blessings given. Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau concerning things to come. So it wasn't one blessing. This is not it. You know, this is the end of Esau's world. You know, it's not the end of time. It's not the end of the earth. You know what I'm saying? This is the end of them, man. You know what I'm saying? Their current rulership is about to go away, you know? So, Salakia, taking place after. So when we, as a matter of fact, let's go. Yeah, because once this rulership ends, there's another blessing that's going to come into effect. You know what I'm saying? After this one, this is not it. It's not over. But that goes back to the blessing in the blessings in Genesis, the 27th chapter. And I'm gonna start with Esau's blessing. As a matter of fact, I'll start with Jacob's, and then we'll go just run right into Esau. This is Genesis 27, and I'm gonna start at verse 26 and read down. And it reads, "And his father Isaac said unto him," talking about Jacob, "Come near now and kiss me, my son." But he thought it was Esau, because it's his mother Rebecca, fixed him up to smell like and feel like, Esau. They fixed the venison that he loves, that Esau will cook, and to, so they could fool Isaac. "And his father Isaac said unto him, Come near now and kiss me, my son. And he came near and kissed him, and he smelled the smell of his raiment and blessed him and said, See, the smell of my son is as the smell of a field which the Lord hath blessed. Therefore the Most High give thee of the dew of heaven and the fatness of the earth and plenty of corn and wine. Let people serve thee and nations bow down to thee. Be Lord over thy brethren, and let thy mother's son bow down to thee. Cursed be every one that curseth thee, and blessed be he that blesseth thee." So right here, this is Jacob, Yaquab, which in the Hebrew, Yaquab, which means to supplant, the supplanter, man. And that's exactly what happened. He supplanted his father Isaac, man, for the blessing, which is the kingdom of heaven. You know what I'm saying? So, and then you have these people, which we're going to deal with it. You have these people that'll try to say, see, he fooled him. The blessing is actually belongs to Esau. Wrong, man. Which, yeah, if according to the law, the firstborn, it inherits the everything from the father. But the Lord, the Most High, can do what he wants, man. And he shows you that he can do what he wants, man. And this is his movie, and he can do what he wants. He's doing what he wants, man. So he gave it to the second born, which we're going to prove that in a sec. But first, I want to keep going real quick. We're going to go into Esau's blessing. So that's the kingdom of heaven. So Jacob's just got blessed with the kingdom of heaven right here. So let's keep reading. It says the stolen blessing. So which was it really stolen? We're going to find out. And this is Genesis 27 and 30. It says, "And it came to pass," I'm going to read this and then we're going to jump down. "And it came to pass, as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob, and Jacob was yet scarce gone out from the presence of Isaac, his father, that Esau, his brother, came in from his hunting." So now Esau is entering the frame, the picture, coming from out in the field hunting. "And he also had made savory meat and brought it unto his father, and said unto his father, Let my father arise and eat of his son's venison, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac his father said unto him, Who art thou? And he said, I am thy son, thy firstborn, Esau," which is what everything was supposed to go to, technically. "And Isaac trembled very exceedingly, and said, Who? Where is he that hath taken venison and brought it to me? And I have eaten of all before thou camest, and have blessed him. Yea, and he shall be blessed." And when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceeding bitter cry, and said unto his father, Bless me, even me also, O my father. And he said, Thy brother came with subtlety, and hath taken away thy blessing. And he said, Is not he rightly named Jacob, Yaquab? For he hath supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he hath taken away my blessing, which he didn't take anything. The dude came famished from the field once again, the first time, and was acting like he couldn't wait for the stuff to get finished, like he's about to die. So, hey, Jacob took advantage of the situation, man. You know what I'm saying? Yaquab, supplant. You know what I'm saying? It says, "And he said, Hast thou not reserved a blessing for me And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him thy Lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants. And they're going to serve, man. All these nations are going to serve the nation of Israel. That's their purpose. It says, where am I at? Salakia. And with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept, crying, like they doing to this very day. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven from above. Same thing that he just gave Jacob, man. Yaquab. But here's the difference, where he's going to be plenteous in corn and wine, and his brothers are going to serve him. And whoever blesses them will be blessed, and whoever curses them will be cursed. But here's the difference. That and this. This is Esau's blessing. Verse 40, And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck, going into the Renaissance period. So that happened. All these things happened. But the point was the two blessings, which we read in Hebrews, the 11th chapter, and in verse 20, man. You know what I'm saying? And now to deal with the whole, see, he stole the blessing. He stole it. It belongs to Esau. Okay, well, let's deal with that real quick. This is Romans. When you read in the book of Romans, let me go and find it real quick, Salakia. The 9th chapter. We'll start at verse 9. It's Romans 9:9. And it reads, For this is the word of promise. At this time will I come, and Sarah shall have a son. It's talking about Isaac. And not, verse 10, and not only this, but when Rebekah also had conceived by Isaac, which the promises belong to, even by our father Isaac, there it is. Here's the point, verse 11. For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of the Most High according to election, he chose, the Lord chose who he wanted, might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. And the Lord made the call. The Lord chose Jacob, man. So everything that happened that we just read, how it played out, that's just how the Lord wanted it to play out in the earth, man. The Lord he likes drama, man. He's a man of war, man. You know, he likes a good battle. He likes drama. You know what I'm saying? So, and he likes a good storyline. He's the ultimate playwright, man. You know, so that breaks that down, man. There's two blessings, man. You know what I'm saying? So again, when we go back to, and it belongs to Jacob. We just read it. The Lord made the call. He calleth. He calleth, and he chose, man. But it didn't have nothing to do with their works, but him that made the call, him that chose, man. So when we go back to, let's get this one more time. 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter, in verse 9, it says, For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. We're at the end of this devil's world, and we're at the beginning of it that's about to come, which is the kingdom of heaven, man. And the rulership under our big brother Yahweh Shai, and enjoying there, Lord willing, I can be a part of that. His elect, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the as a matter of fact, real quick, that reminds me of Revelations 21 and verse 1. This is Revelation 21:1, and it reads, And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. So this is John the Revelator breaking down the vision that he saw. He said, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth, man. A new heaven or refreshed heaven. It's talking about the rulership, man. You know what I'm saying? Heaven represents that loftiness, that exaltation in the earth, man. You know what I'm saying? Right now, Esau has been in his heaven. He's that top nation on the planet right now. He's making all the moves. He's making all the rules, controlling everything. and everybody have to kind of follow suit and abide. And of course, we're coming into a time where now the elect and the 1/3 are about to start. We're going against the grain in this place, man. Especially in the coming times of the MOTB, and when he tries to, that time of testing, like the scriptures say, he's finna get that drawback from the elect and 1/3. But it says, I saw a new heaven, which again, heaven can represent the spirit realm, or it can represent being exalted in the earth, being lofty in the earth, in that upper position in the earth. Just like hell, it represents the opposite, man. You know what I'm saying? It can be the grave, death, but it can be, it's also in that low state of being in the earth, man. Being on the bottom, being up under the top people, being in slavery, getting put to death, all bad things happening. You're receiving those evils, like it says in Luke the 16th chapter with Lazarus and the rich man. But it says, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth, and that new earth also, it's not talking about a actual new earth, it's just a refreshed earth. Everything is defiled and through here, the Lord is about to, the land is contaminated, the land of Israel, he's going to destroy America completely. The land of Israel is going to get destroyed too, but not completely. And it's going to be rebuilt. You know what I'm saying? And everything is going to be refreshed. The earth is going to be refreshed, and the heavens is going to be refreshed, because it's going to be new management in the earth. For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away. Yeah, this is about to be done away with. Esau is the end of the world. He had a temporary carnal blessing, which he received, man. Now we're coming into the kingdom of heaven and Jacob's blessing, man. So it says, verse 2, it says, do I want that? Yeah, we'll read it. Verse 2, and I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven, out of those chariots when they're being back down to earth, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and the Most High himself shall be with them and be their power. That's the kingdom of heaven coming into the earth. That's the beginning of it. That's about to come, Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man, and it's a beautiful thing. But yeah, that video kind of sparked that for me. I was kind of moving in the spirit a little bit. Lord willing, it made sense. And, Lord willing, it was edifying. So with that, giving all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Waharakakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect, the house of David, the Bayath, Shah Dawadah, Shalom.